Alright, we're back. So my stream crashed, if it wasn't obvious. My stream crashed during the middle of the credits for Trevor's ending, so we gotta redo it. The recording didn't save either. It was like a mini computer crash. My computer didn't actually shut down or crash or anything. Not entirely, but it did enough that it fucked up the recording and it ended the stream halfway through the credits. So we gotta redo the Trevor ending. Unfortunately. But I also realized while I was trying to get things sorted and figure out what the hell went wrong, that the credits are incredibly fucking long for this game. They are way longer than any previous GTA game, and they didn't even finish by the time I restarted my entire computer to fix what happened. So I think what I'm gonna do, instead of sitting through the credits 3 times, which I think is legit, like the recording was going on almost 50 minutes by the time the crash happened or something like that. Instead of just sitting through the credits 3 fucking times, I'm just gonna let the first song play out, because the song that the credits starts with depends on the ending. And it starts even while there's still dialogue going on. It's meant to fit the moment of what just happened, basically. So I'll just let the first song play, and then I'll skip, and we'll see the post-credit stuff, the post-game phone calls, emails, and text messages we get for the decision we made. And then we'll move on to the next ending. So yeah. I also made sure to make it so that my controller doesn't auto-off, so that when the credits are... Well, I will sit through the credits for the last one, for the last ending, of course. So yeah, I made sure to turn off the auto-off on my controller, so it doesn't accidentally bring up the pause menu at the end, because oh, your controller's been disconnected, that whole thing. I also turned off the option on my computer, the power save settings, so that it doesn't shut off the screen after 10 minutes of inactivity, because I think that might have had something to do with it. After I turned off my webcam and just let the credits roll, I think leaving my computer idle, I wasn't touching anything, the mouse, the soundboard, the keyboard, I touched nothing. I just walked away from my computer and just kind of was just relaxing. I think my screen turned off, and that's what fucked everything up. The auto-off on my screen is 10 minutes. I think it turned off and it just crashed the whole screen, the whole stream, and destroyed the recording and made a corrupted video file that I couldn't use. So yeah, we gotta redo everything all over again because of that. So I turned that off, so my screen will now not turn off unless 2 hours go by. Safety net. But now, yeah, thankfully it's a short mission and it's easy to redo. Alright, I already loaded. So yeah, let's go ahead and redo the option A, I guess. I'll show the whole cutscene and everything again. We gotta move away for it to trigger. Luckily, I didn't babble on too much or give too much commentary. I didn't say anything groundbreaking or anything that I feel like, oh fuck, what if I forget to say that again on the second attempt? No, it's really pretty straightforward stuff here.
Hey, Slick, it's me!
Dylan!
What the fuck do you want? You got my money, punk? Hey, you got some coconut water or something like that? I need some electrolytes. Damn, it's kind of warm, isn't it?
Man, you got a death wish or something. Am I supposed to kill you now?
Oh, no. You bastard! Not me.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's my boy.
Yeah, but that's my boy. He has betrayed everyone he's ever known. He's got you involved with the federal government, and he's messed up several business ventures of mine. He has got to go. And you know what? I'd like to say that this isn't personal, but it is personal.
But the feds, man, the feds have told me to kill Trevor, and I obviously can't kill them both.
The feds, Steve Haynes, Dave Norton. I own shopping malls. I would not employ those 2 clowns in. And I make one phone call, their careers, they are over. So you're gonna A, listen to some 50 grand a year pension hunter, or B, a billionaire who even the president lets finger his wife, or C, try and be really stupid and save those 2 idiot mentors of yours and have everybody in the goddamn state crawling up your ass. A, B, or C. Time's ticking, pal. Beep, beep, beep. And your answer is...
Man, you know what? Man, fuck you.
You son of a... Genius answer, pal. Total genius, but time is running. You think about it. Me, I got a triathlon coming up, and I am in deep training. Bye-bye.
Man, fuck you.
So the only thing I do remember saying when we showed this, because I'll be showing this in place of the previous recording attempt that went to shit. What I said last time here, it's pretty easy to remember, was that, it's the first time I said it, I thought about it before, but yeah. This choice, I made it in 2 seconds flat. My very first playthrough, on PS3, I immediately went to this. Because he literally said it himself. He said, are you gonna try to save your 2 idiot mentors and get yourself killed with Death Wish? And I immediately thought, yeah, I'm not turning my back on my homies, fuck you. I was like, but there's 2 reasons. One was that, I was like, I'm not gonna turn my back on my friends. We just pulled off the biggest score ever, the Union Depository thing. But aside from that, I didn't think I was at the end of the game because of this. See how that says missions, the top gold bar there, that big half circle? Half the game is the story missions, obviously. I thought that referred to only the mandatory story missions. And on my first playthrough on PS3, I forgot to mention this last time, so I'm actually kind of glad I get another chance to redo this. My first playthrough on PS3, I reached pretty much the final heist, and then my PS3 crashed, and it wouldn't run the game anymore. But by that point, I had already done the assassination missions, and I had heard from my nephew, who was also playing the game around the same time. We played it on launch, on release. But also played it around the same time. He said something about those assassination missions he read online should be saved until the end, because of the fact that they affect the stock market or whatever. Which I figured that too, but I kind of just didn't think too much about it. Because I didn't think there was that much. Since GTA 4 didn't have too much to spend money on, I didn't think there would be any point to wanting to make any more money after the game was over. But he mentioned if you do want to end up with the max amount of money, that would be a good idea. And I was like, yeah, I thought about that too, but it's just like, I didn't really care at the time. But since I had to restart the entire game all over again because my PS3 completely crashed, it bricked, I wasn't able to upload I don't even know if they still had the option to upload your save data. I don't even know if I could get my PS3 to start. I can't remember. But either way, I had to get a new PS3 and play the game all over again from scratch, and I was 100%ing it as I went on my first playthrough, or trying to, without like spoiling the main story at least. And so I just restarted, and this time I was like, okay, some of these properties that maybe I want to try to buy all the business properties around the state with all 3 characters. If I want to do that, I should try to get as much money as possible, so maybe I should save the Lester assassination missions for the end, which is what everybody advises you to do now on the internet if you want to do this, if you want to end up with the maximum amount of money really fast and easily. Because, obviously, I thought to myself, the final heist is obviously going to give the most amount of money, right? It's like, when you finish the game, it's like, the game was marketed as being all about heists and making money that way. I think I said this before already. But I was like, it makes sense that the final heist will give you the most money. So whenever I get that money for the final heist, that's when I'll do the assassination missions and invest wherever Lester tells you to invest before each assassination. And then all 3 characters will make mad fucking bank. And they do. This does work. I showed it in I talked about it in that video earlier, right? So I was like, okay, now I'll save them for the end then, on my second kind of playthrough. I was right at I got cucked out of the ending. So I worked my ass off for another week, make it all the way to the end. I'm like, please, brand new PS3, don't crash. And so I get here, and I see this right here, and I'm like, what the hell? And I immediately said, no, I'm not turning my back on my friends. And I was like, what was the point of that? Why did they make you make this decision? Like, is it just going to affect it whether Trevor or Michael, like, hate you or something at the end of the game or something? I had no idea that I was at the very end of the game, because this still said 61 or 60 out of 69. So I thought I still had 8 or 9 missions left to finish the game. Especially because, like I said, at the court center, that whole thing that happened with Steve Haynes, Dave, the IAA, and Andreas getting his brains blown out, that whole thing, Agent Sanchez, I think Andreas Sanchez or whatever, that whole thing that happened at the court center with ULP showing up and everything, that was when I thought, okay, now the game's getting good. We're getting like a big, like, plot twist type of thing going on, like, shit's going crazy, now it's getting good. I knew we were, probably, like, GTA 4 was 90 missions. I thought we still probably had a good chunk to go. Like I said, at least 8 or 9 missions based on this. So I was like, shit's gonna get really good for the ending. This decision, why'd they give this to me right now? What's going on? Like, whatever. So I just picked it, and then I finished the game and was like, what? I finished the game with option C, the Death Wish, and was like, that's it? The game's over? It was just starting to get good. What the f? So, if I had known, my point of all this is, if I had done the assassination missions, like I stupidly did on my first playthrough, because I wasn't thinking about post-game money and all that stuff, I didn't really care. But if on my second playthrough, with the new PS3, after my first one crashed, if I had actually done the assassination missions like I did on my first almost complete playthrough, I would have known this was the last mission, because it says right there, 68 out of 69, since I actually did all of them on this playthrough. And then, if that would have happened, I would have looked at these choices and been like, shit, this is going to determine the ending, isn't it? This is heavy. Like, I gotta really think about this. But who knows? I'll never know what that timeline looked like, because my PS3 crashed before I even reached this point. It crashed right before the final heist. I didn't even get to do the Union Depository thing. It just crashed. I did the setups for it, and then it just stopped working. It just shut down on me and didn't want to work anymore. So yeah, I just reached this and immediately picked option C without even thinking about it, just because I didn't think I was at the end. So when I finished, I was like, that was a short-ass game, what the fuck? Like, literally, that's how it left me feeling. Anyway, that was what I said on my first attempt at this recording. Now, let's continue. I left nothing out, I even went into more detail than last time. Because this is my second attempt at recording this first ending, choice A, because the last one crashed. The stream crashed. This game's cursed. Keeps crashing, well, something crashes whenever I get to the end. It's either my PS3 9 years ago, or my stream crashing. Let's do it. Your choice? Hey, kill Trevor. Are you sure? Yep. Anybody who watches the VOD of the past broadcast knows I already did this.
Franklin, what's up?
Shit, what's cracking,
Rewind
homie?
time.
We need to talk, but somewhere quiet, all right?
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you need. How about one of those empty lots off El Burro on the east side of town?
Yeah, all right, homie. Look, I'll meet you there, all right?
Franklin, what's up, big homie?
Mike, man, I need to have a conversation with Trevor. You know, yeah, that conversation.
Oh, shit. Alright, okay.
Look, man, the FIB dudes want him gone. And Devin Weston want y'all gone. You know how it is, dawg. Shit. Somebody gotta go.
Well, it ain't fucking me.
Exactly, man. Look, we meeting at a Borough Heights. So you think you can help me?
I don't know. That sounds like it's your thing, Frank. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, we gotta make that long-ass drive again. Who the fuck is this? Oh, it's a zombie actor. We don't have time for that. That's, It's, on Hollywood Boulevard in real life, sometimes you'll run into actors that are, like, in costume and character. They'll take pictures with you and yada yada. That didn't happen to me when I was in LA, even though I was in that area during the day and took a few pictures myself in front of the Oriental or Chinese theater, whatever they call it. Which I said on one of the previous videos a couple hours ago, but I didn't see anybody like dressed up or anything, but that can happen apparently. So there was a guy dressed as a zombie there. It's just someone you can talk to and interact with in free mode. Because we're not technically on a mission right now. You make your choice and then you go to the final mission, so... Yeah, this video is... I'm just showing the endings at this point. We're done roaming around in free mode and fucking around doing other shit. Yeah, see there's a bake van, I'm gonna ignore that. Like, I'm just showing the ending. The time for dicking around is over. This playthrough has gone longer than GTA 4 already. There's a lot more Stranger and Freaks missions in this game than there was in that one. I'd say in this game, the bulk of the game was that, rather than the MSQ. Which, in fact, yeah, I did say that at the beginning of this playthrough a long time ago when we first started. I was like, I feel like they should have instead made the MSQ longer. And put more focus and thought on that than making so much side content. The Stranger and Freak stuff, you know? especially since they were already splitting the resources between this and Grand Theft Auto Online, which is, this actually calls back to, I forgot to say this, this is why the credits are so fucking long, which I found out when the screen crashed and the credits just kept going and going while I was trying to fix my computer. The credits are so long because of the fact that they had such an enormous budget and used it to hire an enormous fucking team of people for this game and split them between the single player and the online, Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. So the credits are extremely fucking long because it's naming everyone that worked on both games at the same time. It's crazy. Something sensible. Why am I wearing a different outfit?
Hey, man, how you doing? Shit, I'm good, T. And yourself?
Peachy. I know what this is about.
You do?
Of course! It's Michael! You're the peacemaker! Well, I ain't having it, all right? I ain't having it. I mean, maybe when the heat dies down. But this, nah, I ain't having. I mean, that's it, right? Huh? Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
But Michael ain't the problem.
Surprise,
See, I like
motherfucker.
you. You scare the shit out of me sometimes. You creep me the fuck out. But the way I see it, the way anyone normal would see it, not that any of this shit is normal, man, you gonna get us all fucking killed.
You gonna whack me? Huh? Me? I ain't been nothing but straight and true with you.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you have been true with me. But the truth ain't what I'm interested in.
You fucking did it! Just like that!
And yeah, last time I did this, I agreed with what Trevor said at that point. Franklin is just like Michael. Like, Trevor just said you're just like him, referring to Michael.
Shit.
If you make this choice, yeah, you're doing exactly what Michael did 9 years ago. Pretty much. So Trevor's not wrong.
Oh, so you gonna run from me, huh? Hey, let's do this in a quiet place, homie. Hey, Trevor, pull over and let's talk. Trevor, dog! Where you going? Oh, so you gonna run from me, huh? Hey, let's do this in a quiet place, homie. Hey, Trevor! Pull over and let's talk. Yo, where are you, man? I'm chasing T through the oil field.
Shit. Okay, I'm not far away. Try and stop him.
Oh my God! Fuck! I thought I was with one Judas, and I'm surrounded by them! You son of a bitch! Motherfuckers! You want a piece of me? Fucking come at me! You wanna kill me? Take a fucking shot! Do it!
You can hear Franklin's heartbeat in the controller.
You always like gasoline, Trevor! Man, that was your best fucking friend! Fuck you. Oh! Woo! Oh! You know what, tough guy? It's time you grow the fuck up. I mean, I admit, I'm a bad piece of work, but
Real quick, I paused this last time too to say this. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Michael's shirt. It looks like it's torn. I don't know why it would be. I think it's actually... I didn't see this when I first finished this on PS3 and PS4. I don't know why it's doing this right now on this version. So I'm pretty sure his shirt is not torn. I think his body is actually clipping through the shirt for some reason. And further evidence of this is that you can see his belly clipping through his pants. Look at the belt line right there, right where his jacket ends. Or where his jacket begins, where it's open. His belly's clipping through the belt of his pants too. So I don't think it's a torn shirt. I think it's just a clipping issue, which I don't know how they fucked this up for the PS5 version or something, because this definitely didn't happen on previous versions that I played. It kind of ruins it, I know. I don't know.
That guy, that piece of shit, no boundaries, no sense of when to back off, no nothing. 24/7 insanity, day in, day out, all the time. Never regretted nothing, never cared for nothing. Oh, fuck him. I mean, there's gotta be a limit, kid. You know, a point where even assholes like us say, enough is fucking enough. Human stew. That's my limit. I know that now.
I guess that's that then.
It is what it is.
Hey, it's certainly been an education.
Surviving is winning, Franklin. Everything else is bullshit. Fairy tales spun by people afraid to look life in the eye. Whatever it takes, kid. Survive.
Damn straight.
Don't come close. I don't want you to see my face. My face. You go away. I work so hard. I don't have time to start all over. I like to be living where I'm from.
Alright, like I said, I just wanted to let it leak the first song play. We'll skip ahead to the post-game stuff now. Because the credits are very, very long. The hell? There we go. They're very, very long. I saw when my stream crashed last time I did this. They just kept going and going. Oh, fucking right. I totally forgot. They do a psychiatric evaluation based on your choices, not just like the last one you make there, but like based on how many times you let someone live or kill them, your actions throughout the game, even just in free mode. If you helped people get like their wallet back, everything you did in the game was being psychoanalyzed to give you a psychiatric report for you. See, it says right there, patient Leon_S1. That's my PlayStation username. From the office of Dr. Isaiah Friedlander, client notes, highly confidential. This might change on the other two endings, we'll see. And you can hear the little tick-tock of the clock in Isaiah's office, who's, resting in peace now because I killed him. It says, tedious and predictable, but will pay for the second home. Dislikes extreme behavior in others. Self-justifying fool. This might be random, because I'll be honest, I actually got a completely different one when the stream crashed and I skipped the credits. Once I realized they weren't going to end anytime soon. This was very different. Literally just a few minutes ago. Before I restarted my stream. It did not say any of this. Probably end up in the poorhouse, still should pay for my ski chalet. Bit of a peeping Tom, wants to be a moralizer despite flaws. Very dependent on family for self-worth, which is odd. This is totally different. What the fuck? Oh, I just redid the Trevor mission. Why did it change so much? Likes white-collar crime almost as much as the blue-collar variety. Needlessly vindictive. That part's true, yeah. I do get back at pedestrians who piss me off for the slightest thing. Thieving kept to something of a minimum. Well, the yoga was not popular, unlike the murder. Lazy, lazy, lazy. Seems to like strange people. Not able to really finish things they start. Will make me retire. And immigrate. I don't know how much of this is actually like analyzing what you do in the game, because like I said, when the stream crashed and I skipped to the end of the credits, this was totally different. There's only like 1 or 2 lines that are the same. And I literally just redid the same mission, so I don't know why it's so different. Is it because I didn't crash when I chased Trevor? I don't get it. Oh, whatever. Still having nightmares? Still got demons chasing you, Michael? Visit the Social Club website to view your psychiatric report, what we just saw. The report can be found in the GTA 5 missing section of the career menu. Lester says, Trevor's fallen off the grid. I don't know what's going on and I don't want to. I split his take from that last job between you two. Hold on to it for him. You two probably means, Franklin, so. Maze Bank says, a new statement is available for your account. Holy motherfucker, there we go. We just got 53 million. So we got half of Trevor's take was given to Michael, along with Michael's actual take, so now he has over $60 million.
A humanitarian and a singer-songwriter, Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle.
I'll drive around and wait for texts and emails about... Sometimes you gotta move around a bit for the post-game stuff to trigger. Wait, where's the golf course? I thought it was... Oh, I passed it. I wanted to see the price of it again.
Hey there!
So yeah, my first playthrough, like I was saying, on PS3
You got lucky, buddy.
before my console crashed, I was like, I didn't care about. I was like, yeah, I see the assassination missions are telling you to invest, and it's like, without even knowing what was going to happen at the end, I was already thinking to myself, yeah, I bet the final heist gives you a bunch of money. The smart thing to do would be to save these assassination missions for when you have the most to invest in the stocks that Lester advises you to when you do them, and then you get a bunch of money, whatever. But then on my second playthrough, I was like, I'm going to try to really 100% this. I've already seen most of the game. I was literally, you know, on the about to do the final heist when my PS3 crashed. So I'm going to follow 100% checklist guide and hopefully not spoil the ending. And that's, yeah, and I was like, and I'm definitely saving the assassination missions for later now that I know they're optional and don't really tie in too heavily to what happens in the main story. And especially after, on my first playthrough, I saw this. If you want to buy the golf course, it costs $150 million. He's not even with what we did, Michael's not even halfway there, bro. He's barely at 60 million. So yeah, I was like, I'm definitely doing that. Without spoiling the ending for myself, I was like, that's what I'm doing. Done on my second playthrough on the new PS3 after the old one crashed. When I did the final heist, I was waiting and hoping to get the money before doing anything else because I was scared that I was close to the ending of the game and I wanted to get the money first so I could do the assassination missions. And then that's why that thing happened, what I talked about earlier. Where I saw this and I thought, oh, I still have 8 or 9 missions to go. I didn't think the Lester assassination missions counted as part of that gold bar there, the story missions. That's why I didn't think that was the end, what we just did. I was like, what? When I picked option C, and then the game ends, I was like, that's it? The game's over? It was just getting good? Anyway, it looks like that's it. Let's switch over to Franklin and see what happens with him. They both get their own, like, post-game stuff, I guess. The same text from Lester saying that Trevor's fallen off the grid and he doesn't know what's going on, doesn't want to. Fleesa Bank sending him an email that his bank account's been updated. So now he's up to 55 million because he got his whole take, which was 34 million, plus half of Trevor's take, just like Michael. So they almost have the same amount of money now.
Man, you got off lucky, homie.
You owe me $20.
You owe me $20. It takes a little while for the fucking phone calls to come in. What time is it? I hope it had nothing to do with the time of day. Yeah, what the casino used to look like. Mike! Move on, it says. We did it, kid. We made the right choice. The only choice from the moment he turned up. There weren't no choice. There were no choice. Sorry things were a bit funny the other day, but you know how it is. That stuff is heavy. Shit has been truly crazy, but you're still my friend. If you want to hang out sometime, give me a shout. Michael. Response? Thanks. F. Franklin just said thanks. So something I think I forgot to say this when we started the finale. And I said this on my first attempt when the stream had crashed. Yeah, when... I don't have time for that shit.
No, come on, man! I just got that bike!
Too bad.
Somebody stop that guy!
Not gonna be me. Yeah, when we first started the mission... Well, when we first chose to kill Trevor, and Franklin calls Michael and tells him, you know, what he's gonna do. Michael didn't even flinch, he just says, damn, I'm just glad it's not me. Which, yeah, on my first attempt I pointed that out and said he didn't even... Yeah, it's like he hates Trevor almost as much as Trevor hates him, to the point where he just like, yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He's just glad it's not him. And even though he said, I don't know, it kind of sounds like your thing, Franklin, he still did show up to help at the last minute. He still assisted in Trevor's murder. So... It's just, like, I was basically pointing out that how cold, Michael was, basically. He just, yeah, he didn't give a fuck. He'd rather just be rid of Trevor by any means, so he's like, yeah, fuck it. It's like, if you're gonna kill him, go for it. I may or may not help, but either way, I'm, like, totally okay with it, basically. He doesn't... I mean, if he sold out and betrayed his friends 9 years ago, why wouldn't he do it again now? Like, why would he mind about something like that? Michael, I mean. But he said he just told us right now he's still cool to hang out with Franklin at least, so. No problem, buddy. He responded. When we said thanks, he just said, no problem, buddy. There's another phone call that should have happened by now. I don't know why it's not. It's taking a little longer than last time. I tested this. As soon as... When my stream crashed and everything, I skipped the credits, and then I remember the phone calls I'm supposed to be getting right now, and some of them aren't happening for some reason. Let me try calling him first. Oh, never mind. You only get that option. Let me try calling Michael to hang out. He didn't answer. Steve!
Okay, I did it, alright?
I know. Good dog.
Look, man, Devin Weston came to talk to me. He wanted me to clap Michael and let Trevor go.
Then you should have clapped both of them.
Man, ain't it something you and Dave can do? Cause he might be pissed, man.
Dave can't do anything. Dave's lucky I let him do my paperwork. He's this close to discharge with no pension.
Well, shit, is this something you can do?
Sure, I can talk to Devin. He's licking his wounds after Merryweather lost their license to operate in the state. He might need a friend.
Oh, yeah, okay, shit. I hear it could be real useful having an FIB agent looking out for you.
Hey, your chips are cashed, pal. Don't contact me again.
Look at that, Franklin taking after his mentor, Michael. He's like, oh yeah, I hear it. It's a good idea to have an FIB agent looking after you, referencing Michael and Dave, basically. And Steve was like, nope, go fuck yourself. Your chips are cast, it's over. Don't contact me again. That was not the first phone call I got. Damn, I hope we don't have to drive around too long. We kind of want to move on to the other endings already. You know, for all the post-game stuff. We gotta get a phone call from Lamar. Although, that phone call still plays for the other ending as well. Not the one we just got, the one from Lamar's. So I want to try to wait it out. But it is taking a lot longer than I wanted it to.
Man, that's dumb luck right there.
Where the hell? Oh, there we go.
Hey, what's happening, homie?
Man, you right about stress, dog. Dude janky as fuck.
After all the scams and attempted homicides, huh? Now you say he janky?
Well, excuse me if I want to see the best in people, nigga. But this is, though, homie, I gotta stay low-key.
Yeah, you do that. And keep breathing, dog.
stretch. If Tanisha hadn't reminded us of him, I almost completely forgot he existed, honestly. Just something I'll talk about more when we finish the final ending C. I'll touch more on the whole Lamar stretch thing at that point. And why this game is probably it probably has something to do with why this game is only 60 missions instead of 90 like GTA 4 was, honestly. There we go.
Hey!
Trevor. Apparently he's dead.
Yeah. I heard.
Fuck. I mean, he was like my uncle.
Shit, man, he was kinda crazy, dawg. I mean, we all a little crazy, but he was a lot of crazy, homie.
Uncle T, man. Can't believe it.
Yeah, bad business. But this life is bad business sometime, homie. Shit, I see you, dawg.
Okay, so the Lamar and Jimmy phone call I got 100% when I was, when the stream crashed and I skipped to the end. The Steve one, I didn't. So I'm glad that happened because I didn't know we were gonna get one. But yeah. That reminds me of something.
Plants spewing out noxious chemicals.
Incest.
San Andreas.
What's for these guys?
William.
Oh damn. You can't get the show you want to proc by just changing channels.
Obsessed with money and
You could do that in GTA 4, but here you can't. There's
What will they do tonight? Recorded live at the Vinewood Bowl, it's Fame or Shame.
There's only 2 channels, and you have to wait for TV shows you want to appear to just appear on their own.
Radio and TV, Laszlo.
Sadly. In GTA 4, there's also only 2 channels that you could watch, but you could actually switch between them and it would skip shows, so you could get to the one that you wanted. I wanted to show Steve Haynes' the FIB agent we just talked to. His TV show, The Underbelly of Paradise. We saw a poster of it in the previous stream before we did the final heist. But, yeah, I could just look it up on YouTube. Well, just to show a little bit of it, but it's whatever. Honestly, I think we're supposed to be contacted by one more person, but I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to try to fast forward time and see if that helps, because we're not getting anything. Lamar Davis says... I can't read that part out loud, but he says, "Hey! Did you smoke Trevor? I heard he turned up dead. Maniac was real, so I hope not." Lamar's not too happy at the idea that you might have killed Trevor, because, if you remember, they became friends. You could hang out with them. We did it once. We got Trevor and Lamar to hang out. Franklin says in response, "No, I heard it was the government or some shit. He was my friend. That ain't how I act."
Bullshit!
You son of a bitch!
Damn, Franklin. You fake as fuck. Only if you make that choice, of course. You get to decide what kind of person Franklin is when you make that final choice, so... They really make you feel it, don't they? I mean, like I said, I felt... The final decision in GTA 4, I felt a lot more, you know... I felt like that story was a little bit more focused and personal. Whereas this one, I feel like they struggled juggling 3 different people's personal lives. Like, the writing for me was the strongest. I'll talk about this more when we do the final ending. But I feel like it was the strongest when they were all together. And then when they had their own missions, it's like their own missions felt like an afterthought. Because the main story was just supposed to focus on the 3 of them together as a set. As opposed to each of them individually, so... When they wrote their individual lives and the missions that they do on their own, they always felt a little... just like an afterthought, you know? They're not terrible, but... And it ties into what I was saying about Lamar and Stretch. I don't think fast forwarding time will help anymore, but I should have done it. And I was about to, but then I got distracted by the television thing. But we're supposed to be contacted by one more person still. I think what I'll do, because this is taking longer than GTA 4's post-game, you literally get those phone calls back to back. No matter which ending you get a bunch of phone calls like immediately and then it's over. But this post-game takes its time. Like there's a lot of time between the phone calls and the emails. So I think what I'm gonna do is look up a YouTube video for the post-game calls, and I'll just show that on stream instead. For the other, well, at least for the next ending. Maybe I'll do it for the last one as well, but, yeah. Because this is taking a while. This video's going almost 50 minutes now. Yeah, you can't choose Trevor anymore because he's dead, obviously, so... Still shows you his stats before he died, but you can't change to him. He's gone. Before I fast forward time, I'm gonna see if Michael's gotten any new texts or emails or anything like that after the whole Trevor situation. I'll just leave him here. This is fine.
Hey baby, looking for a date?
Nope, just window shopping. Happily married now.
Yeah, I know you'll be jacking off on me when you get home.
Did you hear what she said? She's like, yeah, I know you'll be jacking off to me when you get home.
Jason? I didn't think you'd call. I had such a good time last night.
It's the email exchange between Franklin and Michael. Okay, I'll just sit here for a bit.
Hey, I'll take a rain check. This car ain't big enough.
I think at this point, Michael is unable to, even if he wanted to. I don't think you can actually pick up prostitutes because of the fact that he's trying to be loyal to his wife. But I think you can still sleep with the strippers. I haven't tried it, but he does have what's her name on his phone. Nikki? I'm not gonna try that right now. I'm just trying to stay focused. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna look up that video. Because I feel like you have to wait a while for these phone calls and stuff to go through. So I'll just spoil it right now. I'm waiting to hear from Ron. I remember from having done this ending before, Ron sends either Franklin or Michael or both of them an email or a text about it. Because he eventually finds out you killed him. I don't know how long it takes for it to proc, and I don't know if fast forwarding time helps, so that's kind of why I'm just gonna look up a video, because this is gonna go on way too long otherwise. And we gotta move on to the other 2 endings. Has he gotten anything yet? Nope. I'll fast forward time because my web browser is being as slow as this shit is, so might as well. Yeah, here it is. Not gonna save, just gonna fast forward.
Another turd chop? Oh, I gotta school your ass.
Some stuff on YouTube changed the layout for some stuff, so I was kind of like, what is this? Okay, let's see. GTA 5. All endings, phone calls. Yeah, thank you. Somebody else looked for this. GTA 5, phone calls and emails after final missions. Okay, I'm gonna mute the desktop audio for a bit so I can make sure it doesn't play the wrong ones. First. Okay, I think it does it in the same order that I'm showing the endings in. Yeah, it's starting with the one we just did. Something Sensible. Trevor's assassination. Let me scan this really quick before I unmute it. Make sure it's not like my video where it just sits there forever waiting for... Here's one from Lester we just saw. Trevor's falling off the grid, yada yada. This is by GTA series videos, so I'm assuming it's gonna be edited well to, you know, get to the point. So far it's a nice Easter egg. So far it's just doing the same thing as mine. But the difference is I can at least fast forward through it. Okay, no, there's an edit. Okay, so it's editing to the next phone call and yada. Okay, this works. This video's good. And it's by our faithful friends, GTA series videos. They're pretty good at making high quality videos showing little me stuff as well as, you know, mainstream stuff about these games. Alright, cool. I'll just pause it. Fuck waiting for Ron to say something. Let's move over there. This is taking way too fucking long. This is right after the credits are over, so... There's one where we saw the game. Hold on, I forgot to do that. The problem is he doesn't make a lot of noise, but...
Yeah, it's right, Mom.
Yeah, a family that eats takeout together gets the runs together.
Ew.
That's what I heard.
I'm so pleased we can eat takeout like a real family. Yeah, it's great, Mom.
Yeah, a family that eats takeout together gets the runs together.
Ew.
That's what I heard.
This is a totally unrelated Easter egg,
Thanks,
but
Mom.
check it out.
You're totally the best takeout orderer I know.
Yeah.
It's Nico Bellic. It's blurry as hell, and on my video it's probably even blurrier. But just look up GTA 5 phone calls and emails after final missions by GTA series videos, and you'll see this optional little Easter egg you can see when Jimmy's supposedly looking for work. He's on Life Invader, and he's specifically on Nico Bellic's Life Invader page, which you cannot find on the actual internet. You can go on the internet and go to Life Invader in-game, and you'll never find this page. Only Jimmy can pull it up on his laptop.
Normally, I want to, like, order everything. But you just order the best things and lots of them, which is cool.
Who wants more? I'm totally full.
Hello.
Uncle T, Dad, I just heard he's
not gonna bother us anymore. We're safe.
Uncle T, he was a good guy.
No, he wasn't. He was dangerous.
Uncle T, did you do it?
Did you, Dad? Uncle T wanted to kill all of us, Jim. He wasn't well.
Uncle T? Man, fuck!
At least he's honest. He kind of owned up to it a little bit. Franklin, when Lamar accused him through text or through email, was just like, no, that wasn't me, dude. I didn't do that. But Michael was like, he wasn't well, son. He had to be put down. This is the text I was waiting for Ron. I didn't even know Jimmy calls Michael like that. We would have missed that because I was about to give up. Ron says, I can't believe you killed him. I can't believe it. Fuck you. Loafer-wearing prick. Fuck. Yeah, Ron loved Trevor. It was pretty obvious. I mean, did you remember how he got in Grand Theft Auto Online when we did the Series A funding heist for, oh, it's an email. For Trevor. And when the finale starts, only Ron shows up at the apartment to tell you that Trevor's being ambushed right now for all the drugs that you guys stole, right? That's the finale, is getting away with the drugs and trying to make the sale. And he says, he stops as he's leaving and he turns to look back at you and he's just like, please don't let them kill him. It's clearly, Ron has very strong feelings for Trevor, so he is fucking pissed. The subject line says, what the fuck did you do? Michael's response says, I assume this is spam. Please do not try to contact me again. Michael. It's cold, Michael. It's hella cold. Franklin says, Mike, or so, he got the text that we already saw. Or, what's it called? The email, where it says, we did it, yada yada. But we saw this already on my game. We did it, kid, made the right choice. Once in time, you're still my friend. We heard this one.
Trevor. Apparently he's dead.
Yeah. I heard.
Fuck. I mean, he was like my uncle.
Shit, man, he was kind of crazy, dawg.
Uncle T.
But this life.
We heard this one too, so I'll skip past it.
Did it, alright?
I know.
Me to clap Michael can do.
Work. He's this close to discharge with no pension.
Well, shit, is this something you can do?
Sure, he might need a friend.
Oh, yeah, okay, shit. I hear it could be real useful having an FIB agent looking out for you.
Hey, your chips are cashed, pal. Don't contact me again.
Hey, what's happening, homie?
Man, you right about Stretch, dog. Dude janky as fuck.
After all the scams and attempted homicide.
This just played, right? Fuck, I won't be able to find it even if I save the recording now. I'll let it play, because I can't remember if we got this. I'm pretty sure we did, though.
Size, huh? Now you say he janky?
Well, excuse me if I want to see the best in people, nigga. But this is, though, homie, I gotta stay low-key.
Yeah, you do that. And keep breathing, dawg.
Yeah, because then after that he sent us a text. There it is. Did you smoke Trevor? I heard he turned up dead. Maniac was real, so I hope not. How different their phones looked on PS3 days. On the PS3 than PS4 and PS5 version. Anisha?
Hey, boo, what's happening?
Hi, Franklin. I'm calling to tell you I'm getting married.
Shit, I knew that.
I mean, like, tomorrow.
Oh, shit, okay.
You know, you will find someone, Franklin. But before that, you gotta grow up. I mean, seriously. You didn't want to hang out with Lamar because he was too crazy. But, well, do you really think you moved on from craziness?
Look, thanks for the lecture, all right? But listen, I'm happy for you, honestly. I am, man. Now, I'll see you around, all right?
Take care of yourself.
I think they're making a joke about Franklin actually being depressed or something. Okay, that's it. Now we can do the other ending. Yeah, I'm just doing that for the next one too, because those phone calls and stuff, they take way too goddamn long. Holy shit. You have to drive around or just wait around for a while. It's crazy. So yeah, let's go on to the other ending. That took an hour, just because of waiting for all that shit. Not making that mistake again. Alright, so I'm going to stop the recording here, and make a new video for ending number 2. Choice number 2. B. Michael. So I'll just end the recording now, and then I'll start the next one and load the old save.